Ah, the things I do for art. So it's a beautiful day out here in the park near my house. So I thought I'd come out and take some pictures. Haven't done that for a while. Okay, I am now actually recording the Buderfleyez. I decided after thinking about it, I'm not gonna go to the trouble of filming any kind of on-location video or anything like that, because it's a simple song, I want a simple video, and I want it now. And yesterday was very difficult, actually, because I spent many hours putting together the track to sing with. You saw Mom lay down the piano, I edited the piano, and I had always planned to put orchestration to it, like it is in the actual show. But right up until like the last hour, I was questioning whether I should just scrap it all and just go with the piano and keep it simple, but I think it's a beautiful enough song that I wanted beautiful orchestration behind it, so I just kept working and finally finished and then gave it a little time and listened to it again. It was worth it, I think. Here's an example to show you what I'm talking about. So today, I'm re-recording the vocals just to see if I can get it a little bit better, but mostly because I'm gonna be recording the video as well, and so I want the audio and video to, like, be the same. So I'm gonna record it a couple more times from different angles to have stuff to play with, and then actually put together the video for y'all. Hey guys, I'm here in the car. Don't worry, both hands on the wheel. Just on this long stretch of road that goes between my house and college. Literally like 3 hours of my drive is this one road. I've just been listening to a bunch of podcasts. It's interesting because a lot of my favorite podcasts are having Corona-themed episodes. Because how can you continue to do a podcast and not acknowledge the elephant in the room? One of the podcasts had a lot of people call in from all over the world, talk about where they are, what their situation's like personally and in the country. Really reminded me this morning how global this thing has become. Because like in England, I forget exactly where, they have even more strict quarantine rules where like if you go outside without a permit, you will be fined and sent home. And it's really funny because one of the things you're allowed to do is take your dog for a walk around a certain perimeter of your dwelling. So people are using like their dogs as an excuse to like get out of the house and see neighbors and things like that. And then I heard in a different video how this whole quarantine business has been pretty good for foster pets and dogs without homes, because everybody's getting dogs to keep them sane. So that's, you know, silver lining. Oh, context. I'm headed to get the rest of my stuff from my dorm. My thoughts are so scattered too. It's funny because you're not even gonna realize, like, it's so obvious how scattered my thoughts are because I keep going back to modify things I've said, but I'm just gonna rearrange it when I edit it, so it's gonna come out a lot clearer when you see it than what I'm actually saying. But anyways, 4 hours there and back gives a lot of time to think. It's just a very meditative day. I think on the way home what I may do is call a bunch of friends, just cold call a lot of people and see who has time to chat. I never talk on the phone with people, like ever, so I thought that could be an uplifting thing to do, present circumstances being what they are, and how greatly it's more, and how much more, and how more greatly it's affecting other people than me, since I mean, honestly, this quarantine is a little bit kind of like my high school experience was in general, because I would hibernate myself in my room all the time anyways to work on my projects. So this isn't that strange of a turn of events for me, but I'm sure it feels very strange for a lot of people. So there's also a video I've been thinking about from Hank Green. He talks about these moments in time where your imagined future just ceases to be, and you have to come to terms with what the future now could look like. Because your brain is always constantly looking towards the future and imagining how it's going to turn out. This is what's most likely going to happen. In general, this is the direction that I'm headed. And then something like this happens, and your brain just goes, now what do I do? None of that can happen anymore. Your brain has to come up with a new future. I wish I was better at talking about these types of things, or talking during these types of times. Not that anyone's really listening on my measly vlog, but I just knew I wanted to record this moment in time, because I really do think this is going to be one of those events that you look back on and there's a before and after. And I personally would love to be able to look back and see what I was thinking during that transition. But that doesn't mean anyone else cares about what I'm saying. So for the few of you out there diligently watching, thank you for your support. And I will be arriving at my destination very soon. Hello, this is Sam from Sunday, because he forgot to sign out on Saturday saying that I have red hair now. And this is a great week for the story video that was going to come out a couple weeks ago when I thought nothing was happening, but really the world was getting canceled, and that's coming out now. And next week is the first week back to school in this new online way of finishing out the semester. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.